Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. Today we got another episode of your OGR, as today is game 34 as we see another disappointing game as the idiot Dave Tippett coaches us into another hole as we lose 4-2 against the Toronto Maple Leafs. And this game, man, I don't know what else to say about this team. I don't know what to pick on it anymore. I really don't know. It's the same shit every game that I have to talk about, and it's frustrating. It's frustrating to talk about this team where, you know, we see an amazing game from Tyler Benson, who played amazing, but yet Kyle Turris is playing more minutes than him, and Benson played amazing. Benson carried the line between Shore and Kassian. Benson got fucking ridden with Shore and Kassian. It blows my fucking mind on the lineups. It really does. It blows my brains out every time I have to read these lineups. And I mean, yes, we had a very depleted lineup. What can we do? You know, what are our options? You know, there's not a whole lot we can do. You know, we're pretty low, depleted in the lineup. We don't got a whole lot of guys that are right now up in the lineup. We don't even have any scratches. We don't have any extras. And I understand that. But, you know, playing Benson alongside of fucking, you know, alongside of Shore and Kassian is not going to create any success. And there really isn't, unless you want to play him alongside of Turris or Skeevier, which I think would have been a better idea since you want, you know, an offensive producer alongside of other offensive producers, don't you think? But no, not in Tippett's, man. No. We're going to play Kyle Turris up on the #1 power play unit, and, you know, he's going to play the second most minutes on the power play. Isn't that amazing, right? Oh. It just blows my mind, man. It really does. These meathead fucking decisions. And then playing Kassian as an extra attacker over Jesse Puljujarvi. And all these fans, I was reading a couple comments on, you know, the Oilers and Toronto Maple Leafs game, you know, reading the comments on the highlight package, and people were dissing Jesse Puljujarvi, just saying that, you know, we just think he's an amazing player, or like that we're just in love with him, basically. That is not the fucking case. Let me just tell you a little bit about Jesse Puljujarvi. He was one of our best top 6 players throughout that night. Not Leon Draisaitl, not Yamamoto, not anybody else but Jesse Puljujarvi, I thought had a pretty good night. Now, no, I did not watch the entire game, unfortunately, because I had to work. But looking at it, Jesse Puljujarvi was showing a lot of heart, especially, you know, early on in the game. But guess what? He didn't play that many amount of minutes. He only played 13-15, while fucking Kyle Turris was a few seconds behind him. And Puljujarvi wasn't even on the first power play unit. What the fuck is Tippett doing here? He is burying us in the fucking trash bin right now, man. And Hollins and Darren Drager was saying that, oh, we're not going to fire Tippett unless things really get bad. Things are getting bad. Things are getting bad. We're 18-14-2. If you look at our winning percentage right now, we're out of the fucking playoffs. And this is a team that has McDavid and Draisaitl, and you're telling me that we're out of the fucking playoffs right now, man? What the fuck? This cannot happen. With the team that we have right now, this cannot happen. Holland was saying that this is a win now mode because we're fucking not looking like it. We're looking in a lose now mode, bro. We're looking like we're fucking taking for Shane Wright. This is a fucking joke. I don't know how many fucking times I gotta step in front of this goddamn camera and have an aneurysm about this damn team. It's breaking my mind. It's breaking my heart. It really is. It's just like there's a fucking goddamn knife in my heart every time I watch this team play. It's the reason why I even watched this game fully. Because I didn't give a fuck. I got home and I'm like, you know, I was even thinking before this game happened, I was like, yeah, I'm not going to rewatch, you know, the first and second period because I know what's going to happen. We're going to get dominated. And exactly what happened. We got dominated. We actually played a bit of a better game tonight, but we still got dominated. It's frustrating. It's frustrating to watch this team play right now. It really is. It really is frustrating to watch this team play and to watch us get coached into the ground. It really is. Because, you know, looking at a lot of these players, the way that they're playing, it looks like they have no confidence right now. It really does seem like that way. And I'm not happy about it. I don't think anybody should. I don't think anybody should be content with the way that we are right now. And I think we all should have been worried even when we had a really good record. I think we should have been talking about firing Tippett. I've been talking about firing Tippett since the Chicago Blackhawks series. So let's get into reviewing this game. I wanted to get that little rant out before we start divulging into this game, because there was a lot of things I wanted to get off my chest first, and that was that. There's a really decent amount of positives. I thought Keith and Ceci weren't terrible. And Legason looked really good defensively in this game alongside of Cuckoo. The fourth line, Skeevier and Perlini and Turris didn't look terrible. Turris, wasn't fantastic, but Skeevier and Perlini looked really good, especially with the goal that he got. And otherwise, Puljujärvi didn't look terrible. And that's really it that you got to talk about. Legason looked really good. McLeod was pretty good as the second line guy. He was probably one of our other better top six guys throughout the night. I thought he had his legs going, which is good to see. But let's get into reviewing all these goals. First up, John Tavares got his first goal, or 14th goal of the season. It was like a little bit of a tip, but it legit went off the back of the skate of Mike Smith and into the back of the net. And it was a rough way to start the game. It really was. Of course, laying the first goal in. Woohoo! Woo! First goal in, baby! Yeah! Fuck yeah, let's go. First goal in. That's absolutely awesome. I love to see that. And then Brendan Perlini came back with a beautiful setup pass by Skeevier to get his second goal of the season, which is a really nice setup pass. It was a nice chip up by Turris to get it over to Skeevier, and then it was a really nice goal by Perlini to give us that, to tie up the game. And then Leon Draisaitl with a beautiful setup pass by Yamamoto, he's been gunning lately. He's been producing a lot of points, and I've been liking that from Yamamoto. And he wasn't fantastic in this game, but I'm liking to see that little bit of point production from him. In his last 5 games, he's what now? Like, that would be 6 points in his last, 6 games, which he's a point per game in his last 6. So that's really good to see from Yamamoto, and I've been really liking that, and I want to see him continue to produce some big offense. And then TJ Brody with another weird deflection that went right into the back of the net, which was really unfortunate. They tie up the game with like 30 seconds remaining in the first period. Nothing happened in the second, but for the fact that Toronto dominated us, like every single period, Toronto dominated us. They just purely played a better game than what we played throughout the entire game. They had more offensive zone time. They just dominated us in the face-off draw, which ended up being a goal in the third period for Mikheyev, which I wish Mike Smith would have saved this one. He had a lot of time. He was back up in his net too far in, and he allowed this one going right to the back of the net. And hey, Tippett, are you going to blame him too for having a bad game? Hey? Are you? Or fucking not? Because that's one thing I want to get into as well, is the Mikko Koskinen and Mike Smith thing as well. And then Kerfoot finished it all off with his 5th goal of the season as well. But let's get into talking about Mikko Koskinen and Mike Smith, because this is also something I've been thinking about and, reading stuff on, where, Mikko Koskinen got called out by Dave Tippett in the last game, where Dave Tippett thought that Mikko Koskinen just wasn't good enough. He didn't make enough saves. Same thing happened here tonight. Mikko Koskinen, there was only one bad goal that happened, like I was saying in the last game. There was only one, bad goal that Mikko Koskinen lit in. The other 3s were deflections and bounces and just rough goals that, weren't on our side. Same thing happened here tonight, where Mike Smith allowed 2 bouncy goals, and in the game-winning goal ended up being a play where Mike Smith should have made that save. Is Dave Tippett going to blame Mike Smith? No, probably fucking not. Because you know why? Like I said in the last video, Dave Tippett and Mike Smith are love buddies. And they don't fucking beak at each other because, oh, it's Mike Smith. We don't beak at him, but hey, we're going to call out Mikko Koskinen. And I was seeing so many replies to that saying that, if I got called out as a goalie, I would be demoralized. I would not have the confidence to go in the next game. I would be scared to go into the next game to be called out by my coach again. In front of the fucking media at that. I just think the way that Dave Tippett is coaching us, he's coaching us into the ground. We're playing horrible right now. We are. You look at the confidence of some of these players, they look like shit. We look like ass. We do. There's no point. We look like ass. There's no point of even fucking talking about this team because we look like ass. That could be the end of the video. I could jump on here and just say, yeah, we look like ass, and end the video. And that's basically what we looked like throughout the entire night. We look like ass. And that's all I have positive to say about this team, because that's basically all we did. Nurse and Bouchard have been really, really bad over the last few nights, and I want to see the pairing switched up Please, Tippett. Switch it up. Stop playing it. And don't play fucking Nurse and Barry, because that's not working either. Put Nurse and CC alongside of each other. We need to see something new. Because my lord, what we're seeing right now is bad. Offense, it was just garbage. Our top 9 was eh. You know, our top 6 was very mediocre throughout the night. That's all I gotta say, man. I think we gotta get a new coach. We gotta change something about our defense. We gotta maybe acquire a new goalie. I don't know what the fuck we do anymore. I don't even know what the Oilers are anymore, because this team is such a shit show, man. That was a lot. I don't know what to say as a fan anymore. I don't. We're in a spot right now where, you know, point percentage wise, we're out of the playoffs. And that's disappointing. That really is. It really is hard to talk about that, because we're a team that was built up so much, and I had big expectations on this team this year. To end up playing like this, you know, and seeing Tippett lose 11 in a row and there's no consequences on him, when we're supposed to be a good team this year, it's just a joke. It's a joke. That's all I have to say. Adios, amigos.